want it or need it to feel what is real? Just take it and know that words heal or heal. It's just a lyrical pill. Something you can't taste but feel. You can take it or leave it. It's a lyrical pill. Do you want it or need it to feel what is real? Just take it and know that words heal or heal. It's just a lyrical.
Yo, we blasting off. Yo, this is Knyte. This is NeoSoul Spoken Word Variety Show. Glad you guys made it in for another episode. I'm chilling out with my man Fly. He gonna give us all the Fly updates on how he doing and all the good things. Yo, Fly, how you feeling?
Fantastically well, man. I feel good. You know, it's a blessing to be here. You know what I'm saying?
That's good news. That's good news. Give us some good news. Let us know what's going on with you.
Well, you know, I've been doing my thing at BYOB, Beyond Your Ordinary Bookstore, every Friday. I'm hosting Fly Fridays over
almost Fly Day.
Hey, it is a Fly Day, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Everybody can get a chance, you know what I'm saying? Read some literature, spit something, you know what I'm saying? Because we all have our own testimony and just be fly, because we all got wings. We just got to use them to achieve our dreams, you know what I'm saying?
So where did the name Fly come from? Was it given to you?
It was given to me. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because they always say I got fly material, you know what I'm saying? You know, I like to stay fly from time to time, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, after I kept the name, I was like, wow, you know, this is fly for real, you know what I'm saying? We all experience turbulence while we live, you know what I'm saying? Our trials and tribulations or whatnot, and we just got to use our wings and rise to the occasion. We can't fail, because fail is not an option, you know what I'm saying?
Well, could you take us on the flight?
Definitely,
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
take,
You want to fly
I'm
with me?
Flying.
For real, y'all want to fly with me?
Yeah.
We finna fly. It's called Flight the Awakening. For real, you know, it's very vivid and descriptive, you know what I'm saying? I saw death in my window, and it spoke to me. I thought it was a dream that awoke in me. The air was frigid and the land was also barren. Within the confines of the darkness, I felt someone staring. An intruder with an unwelcoming presence biting my skin. Feeling troubled, I began to reach out and call for a friend. I heard a voice respond that was empty of sin and full of compassion. She answered with pity in an hospitable fashion. My only reaction was to ask her to reveal herself, and actually I was scared because there was no one else dwelling in the room. Visually, all that I could see was a lunar illumination sailing from the moon. My senses came to a deep calm and reached a serenity so serene. I focused and seen a crow land and perch on my window ledge, and guess what? Her eyes were green. She flapped her wings and screamed to get my undivided attention. I was fully attentive and ready to ascend to my blindsided ascension. So she said, "Open your eyes, I'm black like you. I experienced plight like you and shared many nights with you, so it's only right that you open your eyes and let me shed light on you." You see, I was already in the meditative mind state and began to levitate higher than elevation, and it felt great to alleviate these weights of bondage because I actually felt free. I was no longer a political prisoner, enslaved in an age of oppression and captivity. As we flew, I was captivated by her grace and splendor because her beauty surpassed that of any dove. She was jet black, magnificent, represented elegance, and that's when I fell in love. I told her, "I love your black feathers that symbolizes and dignifies a sense of freedom." She just simply thanked me and said, "Continue to use sound judgment and reasoning." I believed her to be an angel of some sort, guiding me to the path of holiness. I felt so honored and delighted that she decided to show me this side of me that's inside of me, stretching beyond the boundaries of eternity. She offered a cup filled with knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, so I overstood and drank it plentifully. We traveled in time to memories long past forgotten, along the axis of electrodes. We backtracked way past the railroads, fresh off the boat on strange land, lonely, lost, looking for family, all the while toting heavy stacks of hayloads. Angels in search of halos, blinded by deception and misconception of death and who we are. Presently, we're left with our last breath. We're falling stars, darkening constantly, dimmed by lies. The crow said, "Open your eyes and realize your accomplishments and past endeavors. You must have forgot it is I that watched you build the pyramids under the 4 points of wisdom, witnessed the writings inscribed in letters, ancient scrolls containing the basis of life, communicating with God. I heard you recite eclectic vibrations to light up the night. With extra perception, make sense of your sight. Who taught the prophets? Who taught the scholars? Inshallah, my king, the truth you shall follow." Now, I cherish the disclosure of her accreditation. To be regarded as celestial was difficult to ascertain, but I saw master teachers use their thoughts to extinguish flames on a whole nother astral range. We reached potential of a whole nother astral plane. She changed my perception to stay ahead of the game and change things. She said, now you're learning, you're the positive imbalance of the yin yang. Time stood still, and the chill was still cold. My dreams seemed real, and I seemed so old. I got up to shut the window and caught a black silhouette glide past the moon. She squawked, and I felt her pain from the evil that this world can do. Goodbye, Black Crow. You managed to show the truth that really inspired me. I'll take off soon when I'm ready to go, but first I got to get my people to fly with me.
Oh, my God. That is most beautiful. I've heard that is a really, really beautiful poem. When did you write that?
I wrote that poem in 2004, like March, April or May 2004.
What was the inspiration? Was it a dream? I mean, that was just so vivid and just like, it was almost like reading a magical story, you know.
I mean, you know, at the time I was reading up on a lot of different literature, and I reintroduced myself to Edgar Allan Poe, The Raven.
Oh my gosh,
and,
Edgar.
Yeah, and he's very descriptive when he writes. And so I was just thinking about Forevermore, you know, the Raven coming through, haunting, you know what I'm saying, and tormenting the cat, you know what I'm saying. I was like, if anything, you know what I'm saying, they look at us as scavengers, as, you know what I'm saying, as pigeons, as crows and stuff, you know what I'm saying, black feathers, and that's how they symbolize black people, man, you know what I'm saying. I just want to reverse that image, you know what I'm saying. You
got a website, an email address, MySpace?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I'm on myspace.com/milehighfly, and also myspace.com/Mr. Firefly, MRFIEFLY.
I want you to understand me, so let me show you what I see. I saw my earth get mangled. I smelt the last breath from my first father as his feet dangled. My mind is still tangled, keeping my flesh tilted at the wrong angle. So why am I nonchalant? My emotions, they have been strangled. See, everything I touch seems to be destroyed. And you wonder why your feelings I continue to avoid. I wasn't bred to love. You came from my right side, but remember that I was created from the mud. Your tears, they were my first experience of love. I was taught as a child to never be weak and to stand strong. I didn't know that neglecting your love was wrong. That's why this pain is lasting a little too damn long. See, they told me that I was here to conquer and destroy, just to protect the essence of life. But they didn't tell me that what I was destroying was supposed to be my wife. So baby, look at me. I can't see your eyes. I'm trying to correct the lies before the love dies and blocks the sun from the skies. Lost in a subliminal message. The truth was never there, so tell me who gets it. Born in his story, but tell me who let it. See, the clock is still ticking, but tell me who in the hell said it. Because destruction was around the corner and my young ass met it. But I come with no excuses for my transgressions. Only the pain from the lesson, from the deception within my own eyes with no confession. I won't point the blame. I was conceived in the rain, but the further you pull away, baby, the less I change. So let me show you my worth from birth. He said that I could have it all right here, so I bow to you and only you, my earth. See what I see. Understand why I've become my worst enemy, so you can perceive the reason that you were sent to me. Because that's my life you see on movies and hear on tapes. See, they're just entertaining, but I survived through every last one of those mistakes. I've experienced shit that shouldn't be seen. Flashbacks from the blood of a dope fiend. Mentally addicted, though my veins are still clean. And I'm still in the fire, untarnished, pure as gold. To hell, I still haven't sold my soul for one more opportunity just for you to hold. See, I was destined to die. Tricked with the lie, men don't cry is the reason you said goodbye. Though my destiny is what we create. Understand the reason I made those mistakes. 9 months the water broke and you became my fate. Now give me a reason to live before it's too late. See, I was bred for war. from the dirt kicked and shoved. Don't let them separate our souls, baby. All that I'm asking that you just take the time and just teach me to love.
Yo, what's up, Neo Soul? This is Knyte. Welcome to the Spoken Word Variety Show. I'm in the presence of one of my favorite female poets with a beautiful voice, beautiful gift for expressing herself poetically. I'm hanging out with my sister girl, Isna. How you doing, Ma?
Hey, Knyte, I'm good.
You look good.
Thank you.
I'm so glad to have you here. People in Neo Soul are going to be pleased to know. Would you please tell them who you are and how you've been doing poetry? And
my name is Isna. That was my birth name. My mother and my father gave me. A lot of people thought that I just picked that name, but it wasn't. It was chosen for me. Wow. And that's why I call my poet name a chosen one, because I feel for such a time as this that God has put me here in the poetry scene.
So how long have you been in the poetry scene?
Actually, last year,
really,
back in July, I went to Club 908 where L and his wife Cookie host out there in Conyers. That was my first time, had my little black book, and that night I think I met Abyss, Tommy Bottoms, Malik Salam, Queen Sheba. It was like everybody came out on that night.
All poets.
All the poets that I had never heard of any of them. So that was my first time meeting them, but they were very welcoming to the poetry scene even today. So, and I meet great people like you and Miss Bonnie, Blues Lady. So this is a blessing.
It's always, I know when you do poetry, you always speak of peace and blessings. Has that always been the way you've written? I know you have a very spiritual way of doing poetry.
I think probably earlier on I was a little bit pro-black,
okay,
which you would consider. I had a lot of anger in my teenage years, so I spoke a lot about the injustices that was going on in our communities, and that's how I began writing. I was probably, when I first did my first spoken word, it was for Jim Brown. He had A Mirror I Can, and it was when the Crips and the Bloods in California were uniting, and I did a poem for them about the uniting of the Bloods and the Crips back in that day. So it was in the, I think, early 90s, late 80s.
So where are you originally from?
Cleveland, Ohio.
Oh, you're OH10.
Yes,
you're
OH10.
Ohio. All right, that's what it is. That's what it is. No wonder I'm just like, yeah, this is my girl.
Yes, yeah.
So how long have you been in Atlanta?
I have been in Atlanta 2.5 years. So.
And you've been doing poetry in the scene for about a year now?
It'll probably be a year in July, yes.
And in that course, I know you've touched a lot of people. You've embraced the mic like a mother embraces their newborn child. Like, you know, this is us.
But I felt like I have always had a voice. I didn't know exactly how to use it, because oftentimes you're told poetry isn't going to get you paid, but it's not for the pay. This is what I love because it's a part of who I am. And so it's not about getting money for speaking truth. You can't pay for truth.
Well, I got an idea. We ain't about to pay you, so could we hear a poem?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
All right. There's a piece that I would like to do. I think it speaks to the heart of all people, and this piece is called Speak, Lord.
Okay.
Speak, Lord, speak to me. Speak, Lord, speak through me. Speak, Lord, set us free. Speak. No, I may not look or sound like Suge Avery, but I am a child of the Most High God who isn't afraid to go to churches, schools, roads, or bars to heal old scars of souls that need rejuvenated and reminded of why we were all created. I'm not afraid to speak truth to God's children for fear of retribution or loss of contribution. I am the church, and I take me where he leads me. I have a message for the mass, and the streets bear the resemblance of my painful past, and now, for walls cannot contain me. The streets have got to be my class. For the haves and for those who have not and have forgotten what it means to love, live, and laugh. See, every person that's at church don't know their worth, just as every person that's in the street and a bar isn't drunk. See, many of you are just like me when I sunk. See, now it's time that we start restoring and healing the minds and stop sitting and criticizing and start reaching people of every kind. There is no dress code at my sanctuary. Come as you are. And the best part is, I'm not concerned as the type of car you drive, just that you arrive at your God-given destiny, for you are still his child and he cares for you. This message is to the homos, the buys, the down low bros, the drug dealers, the thieving stealers, the baby killers. Yes, those who are in gangs and mobs that kill. I am the church, and I see your worth. See, Yeshua died so that you too could be multiplied, changing you from inside out, outward in, regardless to the present state you're in. Taking you from glory to glory, going through hard times to see redemption so you can share your story. See, don't be concerned about what naysayers say, because in all truth, who are they? They are just as confused and lost, trying to find themselves at any cost, selling their souls to attain something tombs can't contain, yet they remain stagnated and impregnated with babies and dreams they'll never give birth to, because they're so concerned with criticizing you. Yes, I am the church, and these walls can't be torn, because I was born to bring this message, and condemnation comes not through this voice you hear. And unlike all the Britney Spears, but the man who took the spear, oops, I've done it again. I've stepped out on faith to reach and teach those who have been slighted, feeling like their existence has been misguided. You are right with a master plan. And through this message, I hope you understand that my hands haven't always been clean. I've gone places and done things and said things no man has seen. Yet the faithfulness of my Heavenly Father has made me pure. And I walk in this righteousness, and I've been made sure that all of life's experiences are to get us to see that we have chance after chance to receive forgiveness and mercy. So the altar call's been announced. No, you don't have to get out your seat in the middle of the street and in the aisles to be seen by men. What? To show your guys so that they can smile, saying that I knew they were no good, promiscuous gays, liars, stealers, and cheats. All the while, they're in closets and under sheets. When no more sheets, I heard Prophetess Bynum say, same message, different verse, but still apply today. Yes, I am the church, and I possess no pews, because I let him use me as he chooses. And for the one who created me has a first row seat in my heart, follows me close and never parts. And no, I don't have a painted picture of a cross on my body, but the resurrection is all over me, and I still fellowship in his suffering. And no, I don't have a collection plate to pass, because at last I know my plate is full of his blessings, overflowing like gravy on dressing. My message, my praise, and giving are all the same. So if speaking in unseemly places is unruly, then I don't want to be tamed. See, I come that all God's children will be lifted up and drawn. And I am neither king or queen in this poetry scene or chess of life. I am merely used as God's own pawn. Speak, Lord, speak to he. Speak, Lord, speak to she. Speak, Lord, speak to we. But first, before I try removing the beam out of your eye, I ask God to help me see the one that's in me. Be blessed.
Wow. You are so beautiful.
Thank you.
That's that OX10 right there, yo. That's that Ohio. What can I say? Is there a website, an email address, a phone number, something you want the people to know where they can reach you at?
I am on MySpace.
Okay. Let them in your space, girl. Let them in your space.
It's JNT for joint, heirs, HEIRS.com. And I am also available. I do motivational speaking, go to the juvenile detention facilities to speak to the youth. And that's what it's about. We have to get our next generation prepared for what's coming up next. So they are not the X.
You heard it here from the chosen one. This is Knyte Neo Soul. You can also check her out every Wednesday, basically, at Baby Grand Piano Bar. But you can also check out Neo Soul, the spoken word variety show. And you know you're going to see her here doing what she do, blessing you with encouraging words. Isna, I'm so glad. I always mess up your name.
That's okay.
School's out for me. I ain't got no class dog on it. But you know I love you.
Thank you so
blessings,
much.
you know. Keep doing what you do. This is Neo Soul, spoken word variety show. Stay tuned. We'll be back in a few.
Thank you.
I just want to ride. I want to ride till the blue skies fade away. I want to ride till night meets day. I want to ride and get so high till I forget all my friends that never said goodbye. May they rest in peace, though my grandmama never died. I only cried because I couldn't hug her body no more. Run to the stove, steal some shit and get a clean getaway and hear a voice say, boy, what you done did? Damn, Granny, I ain't did nothing. Take a candy and said, man, it's time for me to puff some more. This shit's starting to feel real again. But now, can I just pretend like I did when I was your little man? Is there still room on your fat lap that felt like a 5-star hotel? Sing to me, missing every note, sound like angels giving praise to God, man, telling you shit I would never tell. Man, I just want to ride. The cloud of the day, the tight of the weed, the less for a need of compassion ear. Sorry, baby, love don't live here anymore. And if this is reality, then fucking give me 30 years of fantasy and bullshit. I want to ride with papers in my mouth, lips on my lap, 2 clips in my gap with one destination. Hit that, forget that, and pass that. I'll appreciate the memories on my next blunt. By then, I'll be in another town, another city, another place where I want to be. My nigga, I just want to ride, but hold up, let me get some petrol. I get back in my car, put my hands on the wheel. Lord, this is where me and God makes a deal. I want to ride till I find what I'm looking for. But what if I'm so high I forget? Hold up, let me roll up and contemplate some more. Man, the leaves are beautiful. Nature is silence. It's peaceful. But I wish those crickets would shut the fuck up, though. This Joe got me thinking, man, did Adam really sin? He chose pussy over God. Don't trip, you done the same thing. He chose heaven, earth to heaven and sky. You know? I wonder if they had weed in the Garden of Eden, probably no seeds in them. Man, this shit got my mind flipping, tripping. Hear my first baby mama claiming, I love you, I'll always be true, and I'll always be down with you. She probably meant what she told me and that other nigga too. Oh, that's how shit goes, man. It's time for me to puff some more, my nigga. I just want to ride.
Yo, what's up, Neo Soul? You know this is the Knyte. We at Neo Soul Spoken Word Variety Show, and I'm in the presence of one of my favorite people. Can you spell BDX? Yo, BD, what's up?
What it is, kid?
You know what it is. Let the people know how you do your thing when you blaze the mic, when you do what you do.
I don't do nothing. I produce a show, blaze the mic. What up, hot girls? My boy DJ can't get right. Knyte can't perform on our show, but you know what I'm saying? That was just blaze the mic. It's a little pet project that we do, though. You know what I'm saying? But Nis, what's up?
You know, you are like still one of my favorite poets because you always come from your main heart. I love when you call me up and be like, yo, Knyte, I got this poem, I got this thought, and you're such a visionary. Where does that come from?
Honestly, though, I mean, like, on some real, I think every artist or every poet are like rejects of society. Like, I ain't nobody to talk to, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm younger, you know, I'm overweight. Don't nobody really want to be your friend. You know what I'm saying? You kind of light-skinned at a bad time, so you could begin to look inside yourself. You look at the world, you see what it is. If you don't have friends to tell them about it or nobody who really wants to hear it, you get on a pen and piece of paper, and that becomes your friend. And it all depends on how honestly you can be with your pen and pad. But really, that's about it. On some real, it's something that, like, don't ask me about how to shoot a jumper. Like, I don't know. Like, when God put it to you, you know, you go through this thing where you're bitter with everybody, you tell everybody get away from you, you isolate yourself and you write. And then you get through, and then it's done. You can't just do it, then it's done. And then, you know, we hoping people feel you. You know what I'm saying? Because if they don't feel you, then they don't accept the real you. Because when you write, like, that's the real you. I don't care what nobody, that's what you're really thinking, really feeling, right? And then if somebody don't accept that, they don't accept the real you. Now, that's kind of hard right there, but that's where it take them, every poet, I don't care what they do, I will not ever boo them because it takes a lot of heart to get up there and say, yo, this is really me? Whatever you say, I'm like, look, even if I don't like it, somebody else probably do, I'm like, I'm going to give you a hand because you got the kahunas to stand up, you know what I mean? Just like you know what I'm saying?
But speaking of kahunas, I remember, you know, just off of some bias, whatever, I didn't appreciate who you were because of things I've seen or heard, more or less. Then the moment, I believe it was Shadows, you got on that mic and you must have put the pen to the paper and expressed who you were. And from that moment on, my hat came off to you. I ain't taking my hat off now because I was told if I take the hat off, somebody gonna snatch it. Everybody here, check out the hat. Everybody checking it out because it is kind of fly. Yeah, you know. So, you know, so I ain't gonna take the hat off because there's too many Pauls around here. But, you know, on the real, you have such a way of expressing yourself, and I've always been in awe with that. And your rawness and your realness and your ability to keep it, always keep it fluid, always keep it popping. I know you have a company, am I right?
Yeah, I can't get into that one just yet.
Okay, but I'm saying you're constantly always doing something, always, whether it's a business idea or something, you're always constantly growing?
Honestly, I'm gonna tell you what it is. It ain't about bragging. It ain't about superness. I done failed way more than I succeeded. But I do believe this: God gave you talents, and at the end, you're gonna be responsible for that talent. And when I face Him, I just want Him to say, "Yo, I left it all behind. I don't want to have 3 or 4 talents in the back. I don't care if I fail. So what? I'm gonna keep jabbing at it. I'm gonna keep stabbing at it. I'm free, and I have a right to be free. I'm a free man. And if I think of something, I'm going to try it. That's simple. I mean, honestly, dog, life is not that hard. We got one life to live. You got a few things that matter in life. Your kids are the only thing that love you for real, like unconditional love, right? So, I mean, that's all you got to do is you got to worry about them. You got to work. And you got to work, then you have a dream. On my free time, I work on my dream, whatever that may be. And if it pops off, then it's like, and if it don't, I wasn't watching TV.
Well, I must say the TV is loving you, and it's a dream that you were able to sit out here and hang out with me on Neo Soul. I know I'm going to get you back on my show, you know, because you promised. It's been a long time. Like I said, you were one of my favorite poets. And is there a website, email address you want people to get to know, get at you?
I don't have one, but I do want to say this. I hate this part, because, like, look, I don't know nothing. I'm a regular dude, finished high school, 5 years. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you my dog. Like, we know each other, so we talk. So you got me talking to people who don't even know me. Like,
but I want them to get. I want them to
you
get to know you.
I don't know nothing.
He knows a lot. He knows a lot.
In this cold, cruel world. You know what I'm saying? But no, I don't have a website yet. But as soon as I get this website up, I do want to get with you so we can, like, you know what I'm saying, link up everything.
We're gonna hook up like a tow truck, right?
Oh, you already know.
You already know.
Gemini behind them cameras, though, boy. I see her. She over there fading and shooting it. Y'all know about Gemini. Make sure y'all holler about Gemini on the control boards over there. You know what I'm saying?
Virgo, you got to check out the VIRGO. But it's all good and lovely, y'all. We hanging out at Neo Soul with one of my favorite people in the world, BDX. He being modest right now, but you're going to see this face in the place. So get used to it. Get ready, because he's going to come out with some spectacular stuff. He ain't going to brag about it, but that's what I'm here for. Peace and blessings is Neo Soul. Gotta go.
Live poets. God good entertainment, good stuff entertainment. What up, folks? Keep it riding.
That's right. Thank you. All right?
Do you want it or need it to feel what is real? Just take it and know that words heal or heal. It's just a lyrical pill. Something you can't taste but feel. You can take it or leave it. It's a lyrical pill. Do you want it or need it to feel what is real? Just take it and know that words heal or heal. It's just a lyrical pill.